I entered the utility and Mr. Tariq was there. I don't know, I didn't report it to maintenance. Why I didn't report? Because I was controlled that all. This is the beginning. Every movie at the beginning they do something like this. He kill everyone. That's that. This video is about Mohammed bin Salman and Mohammed bin Zayed, know what I'm saying? Mohammed bin Salman and Mohammed bin Zayed. Okay? You understand my bone roll now? Okay, Mohammed bin Salman and Mohammed bin Zayed. I don't know how to explain this for those who are interested to know how the Gulf states are under a huge, horrible sort of blackmailing on the account of the Ismaelian. I don't know how to say it. Okay, I'm going to say it in a different... For the favor of those who should be considered, yes, enemies of the interest of the Ismaelians, the native Arabs there. I'm going to explain to you the scenario, the real scenario that is happening since decade, honestly, but it's very obvious to those who have mind, those who use their minds. I am walking a little bit distance. Okay, honestly, I walked a little bit distance, and I'm just returned back almost there to my house, and it's a little bit late, so I cannot enter and upload this video. And I respect people. I have uploaded a video in Arabic, now I'm gonna upload it in English. Okay. The relationship of this so-called Gulf, so-called Emirate, this Gulf state, so-called Emirates, so-called Saudi Arabia. I mean, it's almost like taking England and cutting it to pieces. The Sheikh of Liverpool and the Sheikh of London, Sheikh of Manchester, and it's a state. There is an internal minister, an external minister in each city. Why you're mentioning England? Have nothing to England, got nothing to do with it, right? With the example, I can mention Paris. Imagine there is a Sheikh in Nice and a Sheikh in Paris. And Nice is a Is a city in France? You understand me? And people are saying, I went to this country called Nice and I went to that country called Paris. Well, oh, it's all France. You understand me? The same with any other country. Like شو اسمه ناكازاكي وشو اسمه regardless. Edinburgh and Newcastle are both in Scotland, aren't they? I'm not sure. Let's say that Newcastle and Edinburgh are two cities in Scotland. Imagine if there is a Sheikh of Scotland, independent state, and a Sheikh of Newcastle and a Sheikh for Edinburgh. 1 second, please. I have explained this, so I'm not gonna go into this. This is rubbish. This is a result of a terrible interference. Additional to the terrible interference, a disgusting, loyal figures took control and worked as agents to create the terrible atmosphere. Even if you want to fight against acknowledging yourself and other of it and recognizing it, it is a terrible, horrible situation. Okay. The Gulf states names is Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Emirate, and Sultanate of Oman, and Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia. This is 6 states, so-called states. Each one of them have a royal family. Each royal family is considering the state as a farm, and if not, they will always work against the identity of the Ismaelian, and their tools, basically internally and externally, will work against us. I have no time to explain. In mean of respect, I need to say the following things in English. There is someone who's interested, otherwise I do it for myself. Now, the example is not about Kuwait. I can bring example between the conflict between Kuwait, even when it's come to football matches. Can you believe that? Kuwait and in Saudi Arabia. I'm not going to mention Bahrain because Bahrain, the king of Bahrain, is the best ruler in Gulf states, and he's dealing with a horrible accusation by intruders who do not belong and have no roots whatsoever, not to the Ismaelian land, not to Bahrain, to the whole Arabian Peninsula, not to mention that Allah, not to have anything to do with Middle East. And they will start to deny this, the accent, the other languages, the culture, the DNA. Oh yeah, just don't try to twist things. And the sector of the faith. Not me, please, I don't want to start it. So I'm going to take King of Bahrain, because the King of Bahrain, can I take Bahrain and Saudi Arabia as an example? Yes, because he is a very, with due my great respect, weak king, because the Gulf, because these rulers are weak. So, and the environment is not working for his favor. So I'm not gonna say that Bahrain is playing a role not by the royal family, playing a role by being naive and easy to deal with, and allowing the non-Ishmaelian to bring and not answering those who are on a position, running away to the West or Iran, answering them with the perfect answers. And there must be allies, starting with Gulf State, but things are twisted in a terrible way. They should ask the opposition to keep their mouth shut in Bahrain. But now, so do you understand the point? It's the Bahrain is damaging us because of non-answer, because of the way they are treating problems. Not like Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, as an example, things between Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Not like Qatar, though Qatar is a more appropriate than other, but there is a failure. I'm not sure if I'm explaining good. Qatar, the example of Qatar and Saudi Arabia, what's happening between Saudi Arabia and Qatar that is bringing collapses to the Ismaelian and damage to our identity. What's happening between Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, what's happening between the Oman, Sultanate Oman, the Sultanate of Oman, and Saudi Arabia, which bringing a huge damage and a huge collapses to our society and empowering the enemies of our nation, all those who have dark agenda that cannot be pursued and achieved except by a horrible, terrible effect to our nation. Okay, those, I'm not going to mention even the term enemy. These things happen in Gulf states that help those who have interest, and their agenda is considered, if they achieve it, a terrible, damaging, destroying agenda to us. And they want to achieve it illegally, illegitimately. You understand me? So now I'm going to mention only one small example. I'm not going to mention Oman, Sultanate Oman. I'm not going to mention other. No. Kuwait, I'm not going to mention Kuwait. As I said, Bahrain, take it out. For the reason that I have explained. No, there must, don't start with me. I'll give you the answer. I don't want to, Qatar, there is collapses coming from Oman. Now I want to focus on United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. They are not alone. This example is not alone. As I said, I can take Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. I can take Saudi Arabia, Qatar. Literally, wallahi, literally. And I can take Saudi Arabia and Oman, Sultanate Oman. Oh my God. I can take, but now I'm going to focus in United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. What is the things happening between these two, not nations? Don't use the term nation. It's one nation divided. Okay? And the truth is messing around. No. What is happening between these two regimes, two states, two government, whatever, the so-called government, between these two so-called states, that is bringing a horrible effect against the Ismaelian. We're human beings at the end. We're human beings. You're a human being. I'm a human. You become angry if I mess around with you. Well, I'm explaining to you. Okay? Did I make myself clear? Now we are talking not about the only example, one of the examples, because it's very obvious. Finally, United Arab, Saudi Arabia. And the story and the show begins. I'm laughing like this That's no. It's good to laugh while you're in a terrible. Anyway, well, thank you. Let's. I need to talk. I need to sing a song. I'm not talking to myself. Not talk to anyone. I need to sing a song. Someone might say this is not serious. The man is singing, farting. What is this? No, this is the way how I make treatment to my anger and my sadness. Okay, so that I wouldn't scream right now, and I wouldn't be happy while I'm explaining to you about the truth. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me go. Thousands years, thousands دقيقة ايه شوف رايح دقيقة ايه See, it's good, but now let's see. Mohammed bin Zayed, there is an international effect coming, have the interest to ruin Islam. One, empower the so-called Israeli state, to control the region even more. Of course, on our account, for the favor of the enemies. I don't need to explain more. And there is accomplishers and people who take advantage. Emirate is a so-called state, money laundering, prostitution, some oil, okay, tourism. No respect whatsoever to the faith itself or the cultural roots of the nation. Use the resources for damaging the nation. I'm not talking about Islam now. Talking about Islam is a different issue. Talking about the race nation. Using the term secular, liberal, or an absolute wrong path. Who's behind this? Many factors. Who is encouraging this? Who is sharing to this? Who is motivating this? Who is mentioning notable statement about it? The enemies of our nation. Look at Emirates, they have churches. Look at Emirates when we are driving. Look at Emirates, guys can do whatever. Look at Emirates, there is prostitution, you can fuck whatever. Look at Emirates, drug, alcohol. Look at Emirates, it's a noble country. Look at Emirates, look at Emirates, look at Emirates. On the other hand, look at Saudi Arabia, caveman time. Middle Ages, what is this? Horrible. Emirates is a Muslim country. Look at the constitution. Emirates is an Arab, this is not now, before. It's an Arab country. Emirates is a Gulf country. Emirates is in the Arabian Peninsula. We're not talking about Chicago or Thailand. Literally. We're talking about, look what Al Maktoum made in Emirates. Why Saudi Arabia want to live in caveman? I went there as a so-called Christian Gog Magog, or either Gog Magog, Filipinos, whatever, but let's focus on Gog Magog. A so-called Christian or atheist, wow, amazing. Okay, hidden things, obvious things, this is not the problem of Satan's slave, not the problem of less than animals. The Emiratis are enjoying this. Of course there is issues between Gulf state leaders. Each Gulf state leader. Now I'm not going to talk about this. This is another point that I will talk for 30 minutes explaining, because I have explained about it in Arabic, mainly in English. Now, there is issues between the borders. The borders between United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Al Saud looking at Emiratis and they are saying, we're jealous right now. What is the problem with this Emirati? We want to rule all these sheikhs, leaders of the tribes, by them. But I don't need to return back to history. And these people in Gulf state We should rule Al Nahyan and Al Maktoum the way we ruled Al Faqir, the house of China, like we rule others. They are only Saudis, that's it. Nothing up, nothing down. And these Al Nahyan and Al Maktoum, we are all Saud. And Al Nahyan is saying, fuck off. The external power granted us this, and the external power granted you what you got. So fuck off. Thank God you don't rule us. Otherwise, our sons will be like Tariq, wandering the streets as a asylum seeker or in jail, or without penis, or even killed, executed. God knows. Or then our sister would be raped or work as prostitute. Thank God we are not under you, Saud House. Saud House, you are ruling all of these big spaces. You have all of this oil. You have Mecca and Medina. Fuck you. We are here, independent Emiratis. Fuck you. Zayed started. We rule. Oh, and Saud House are looking and saying, oh yeah. We are the Saud House. This is our Saudi Arabia. With the sword. Before, by the faith. And by some money. And then by the faith. What about the nation of Ishmaelians? Like Gulf says. Fuck them. What about the leaders of the tribes? With decades, they are less than slaves. Look at my story. Education, media, everything. Dictatorship, everything. Now, Mohammed bin Zayed, he used to be the crown prince in United Arab Emirates. Now he's the president of United Arab Emirates. He looked and he saw the so-called Zionists. And he opened everything. He looked and he found the France, American, and everyone is sharing and saying, good job, Emiratis. No more Bedouin style, like Qatar and other. No more Wahhabis and whatever. Great job, man. Why Saudi Arabia want this? And at the same time, there is opposition in Saudi Arabia. There is people who have nothing, no roots whatsoever to the Ishmaelian. Rich, fine, happy in comparison to the Ishmaelian. Either running away as a asylum seeker or working in at the highest level of the structure of the so-called Saudi government. Look at Emirates. Emirates is good. Or in the media. United Arab. I wish if Saudi Arabia like Emirates. I wish I have my Hummer. Or I have my Range Rover. Or I have Mercedes in Emirates. And I enjoy it. I travel to the 5-star, 6-star hotels there. My money, whatever. Drink, fuck, whatever, everything. But in Saudi Arabia, this committee, in Saudi Arabia, this Bedouin, the Najdi. What about I'm Hijazi? Are you originally from Hijaz? No. Bahraini, Shia, are you originally? No, Easterns. Where are you from? Riyadh. Okay, from Riyadh. Are you from them? No. I just settled there. Originally Asian. Oh my goodness. What about the Ishmaelian? No one wanted to know. They came from Mars. Different planet. We just found them there. Who's Ismail? No, we just came and settled. Most of them, I'm talking on their tongue. Most of them don't want Islam, or that the minimum do not want what Islam is about, or do not want to show respect on regard of the rules that should be shown respect when it's come to the Remeber, Venezuela, the ISHMAELIAN land. Not to mention the Holy Land. There is rules. No, they just want to live a different, psycho-twisted way of interacting with the faith. Okay, get out. Why are you there? No. The oil is there. We have no route. We're fine. Or I'm going to be in a position. I want to divide Saudi Arabia to 3 states. So-called Bahrain, big Bahrain, Eastern, so-called Najd, Wahhabist, or whatever, I don't care. So-called Hijazi state. Are you from the Ishmaelian? No. Then why you want to fuck the nation? Well, because the West is there, and there's accomplishers and those who took advantage of the Human Rights Watch is helping us, and we will fuck the Ishmaelian. Look at Tariq, people like him, worse than him. Many do not speak. We want to destroy the right of the Ishmaelian. Okay, I have answered. Foreigners, oh my goodness. Foreigners are into this change. No, let's talk about the change, before the change. So the Crown Prince, now he's the president of United Arab Emirates with the royal shitty family of Emirate. They are a little bit royal family, seven Emirates. But let's focus on Abu Dhabi and Dubai, the big ones. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, الشارقة, yes, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, الشارقة. Okay, Al Nahyan, Al Maktoum, Al Qasim. Okay, let's focus the big ones. Now Mohammed bin Zayed, now he's the president. Before the Crown Prince, 5 years he was crown prince. Everyone is saying Saudi Arabia need to change. It's almost like the 90s with Saddam Hussein right now with Saudi Arabia. These terrorists coming from Saudi Arabia to fight against the externals and the east, the occupation in Iraq, which is behind raping the native Ishmael in West Iraq, helping their people, the Muslims. Look at Ukraine right now. German went in there, in England, whatever. Regardless. Russia entered, but no, when it's come to us, no. You know what Saudi Arabia needs to change? Reforming Islam. Okay, there is ways to... No. All this process will work while we are going through more change toward poverty, change toward humiliation to our identity. It's nothing like this happening worldwide. Let's continue. Yes, of course, in the Holy Land there is a dirty occupation. Eastern Turkestan there is a dirty occupation. The Muslims are dealing with a horrific persecution in India. Myanmars and the Rohingyas. Oh, I understand. They're in the Baluchis and Ahwazis and Kurds in what's called Iran right now. I understand. The Syrian people want to get rid of this terrible president. Russia interfering, and etc. The Holy Land is 7 decades of shit by the shitty so-called Israel, the guys. Anyway, the so-called Israeli demons. Anyway, let's so-called Jews. No, let's focus on Saudi Arabia and Gulf State. So Mohammed bin Zayed is approached with so many circles, institutes, VIB, government. We want Saudi Arabia to be like Emirate. That's it. We want women to drive. We want alcohol to be sold there. We have a lot of Saudi citizens who come and complain in the West or other way. We have Iran backing us as well, because there is a so-called Shiite who are ready to live a liberal life on the account of the natives. We got the terrorists. Our son is not Shiite. Really? Do I need to answer this? No, I have answers in other videos. Let's focus. And okay, you enter someone's house and you mass in his house and you don't want him to react. Wow. Let's continue. طيب اللي أنا بقوله طيب إيش؟ طبعا أنا قاعد أسجل عندي شوي. لحظة ثانية. 1 second please. Mohammed bin Zayed is saying, okay, you're approaching me, encouraging me, motivating me, appreciating the change that we made in Emirate. Oh, I understand. Saudi Arabia is living in caveman time. Hey, Saudi House, this is the government of Emirate. Hey, wake up. You need to work it the way we want. We will help you. The whole world is doing. Come on, it's time for Saudi Arabia, small Saudi Arabia, to be like great United Arab Emirates. Look at the beginning. Mohammed bin Salman going to Mohammed bin Zayed like a boy. Mohammed bin Zayed is supported by this public international institutes, العلاقات العامة. And these institutes and government are saying, help Mohammed bin Zayed. Not now. Mohammed bin Zayed, and putting a terrible, horrible pressure of blackmailing the Saudi regime, which is worth shit. I'm sorry to use the term. Not worth trust. It and other Gulf states, and you if you're an enemy. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about Gog Magog and Satan slaves. No. Let's fuck Gulf states. Let's fuck Gulf. No, let's focus in. Let's fucking Gulf states. No, let's focus in Gulf states. Let's focus. Focus in Gulf states. Imaginary friends. Gulf states. Imaginary friends. Gulf states. My English needs some development. What can I do? I need a good teacher. Huh? Offering something, honey? What? طيب. أبلة فعلا. احس انه هو احمق. الله يلعن طيزه من جد. انا تعبان من الموضوع. خلاص انا قاعد اسجل رجاء بليز رشت. طيب اللي انا بقوله wanna see my face? It's a break. Woo! I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Feel where you're not in me. Feel my wings fly. Believe I can fly. See, it's therapy. Treatment. Still a child. Virgin. Another gig. Hey, no, not true. Hey, what about the major film? Oh, hey. Humanitarian, yes, but no, hey. Let's continue. I need this rushed. I need this break. Let's continue. أنا يا أخي في سكر الموضوع ده. سحر حط في طيزك. ما أجيك بتني راس. I can treat this. One second, I need to speak on this guy. I want to sing a song. Anyway, let's continue. دقيقة بس. دقيقة. hey easy bro go, okay, go هاي يلا go. دقيقة. I don't know, I'm tired. I have issues, but I'm explaining the truth. Let's continue. Break is over. So Muhammad is saying, Muhammad bin Zayed, this is power. This is in 2013-14. It's power. We know how to deal with the Muslims. Hey France, we know how to deal with Islam. Excuse these Bengalis. Fuck the Muslims in Syria and Iraq. We have some Emiratis who went there and they believe in Islam. Yeah, he dead in Syria. Put his family in jail. We know how to deal with Islam. Bring a lot of foreigners, give them nationality. We know how to deal with Islam. France, yes. Khalas, Iran can fuck us because Iran as well knows how to deal with Islam. In Iraq, we know how to deal with Islam. Everyone in the Gulf states are all against. And this is another point. The devil is monitoring everything. Literally, Satan himself. Let's continue. So here it's even absolutely different from Bahrain dealing with the so-called Israelis, trying to get rid of the threat, Iran, so-called Shiite Eastern Shrugamum. No, it doesn't work the way it is with Bahrain. No. Especially after 1991 and before it and after it. I don't need to explain more. Even King Bahrain wants Saddam to come because he was crying for him. Though he's crying. No, let's focus here. So Mohammed in the government of Emirates, look where we get. But you're consumers. You're nothing. Your economy like a big balloon. Literally, but it's depending on other economical things. Literally, your economy, yes, there is the oil. But if there is no buyer stealers, okay, you will argue, but this is the fact. Give a lot of people nationality. Yalla, fuck it. Anyway, media, change. The media is, even the Saudi media department, which is trying to take us astray and away from what we should. I'm not talking about the faith. No acknowledgement, no recognition to our identity. The whole, like if the whole world is against us as native Arab Ishmaelian, Not like a so-called Shiite, not like intrude, like a Turush, no, like right from, no. As Ismail, don't use what I am trying to explain. Now, there will be among the Saudi House members, there will be among the Saudi regime will hire these. No, it's the regime itself is behind the prosecution, like Gulf states, like Gog Magog. Let me continue. See, I'm not sad. I'm not angry. It's good for me. But I'm explaining the truth, literally, wallah. Absolutely, and I have a lot to say. I did not start there. Do I need to talk about religion right now? Let's talk about the political blackmailing that occurred within the relationship between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, resulting in this huge, horrible addition of damaging our nation. دقيقة 1 second. طيب خلاص اوكي. So Mohammed bin Zayed, this time I need to be serious. Before I used serious all the time, and now just to make treatment to this absolutely terrible mental psychological status. So the point I'm trying to say is the blackmailing start. We need someone from the new generation to work. Solomon is here. Yeah, of course, my son. Do all change within the fucking royal family. Mohammed bin Salman is gonna be the, and he's, remember that these royal family live for 80 years, 90 years. So a crown prince at this age he will live longer. This is better for the stability of Saudi Arabia in the Gulf States region, whatever. And he's ready to bring church. He's ready to change things. He did it. He changed Saudi Arabia. It's on our account for the favor of our enemy. No, you don't question me. You fuck off. I don't enter your house and say, hey, I want to see your wife. Well, some of you will do it because you're pimps. Come on, I want to touch your girls. Come on. Oh, look at this. Hey, shut up. You're doing worse. Oh, look, okay, I don't want to. No, I'm not. Oh, I don't like to put myself a beautiful. I'm a daughter. Come on. You know, 18. Hey. I'm inside your house. I'm doing the change. Yeah, just walk nude in front of me. You know what? Come on, I'm going to use you a little bit. Stop. Never me. I crossed the line. Never me. 1 second. Continue. Let's continue. I'm tired. I'm not turning. I'm tired from explaining. It's enough. Who are you to say that it's a terrible change for the nation of Ismaelian? No, why don't I enter your house and fuck you? And then fuck your wife in front of you. Oh my God, there is porn videos about this. Maybe you're one of those pathetic perverts who want me to do this. Fuck off. I don't know what sort of example. Because I'm good. No, I don't want to give terrible examples. Just fuck off. You don't understand. You understand. You want. Hey. I don't want to use my. You know what? Hey. Just watch it. Hey. Just fuck off now. Let me continue. This is the meeting room. I'm gonna say, hey, I didn't finish. Yo. So Mohammed bin Zayed. وش جديد كمان؟ روح فلوكتين روح. خلاص يلا break is finished. 1 second. So the point I'm trying to explain to you is here. Mohammed bin Salman was produced by the shitty royal family to be the man of change. There is hidden things with the external international connection with the external relationship with the West, starting with the United States of America. Do you see how Trump talked? Trump is for it. The so-called Jerusalem, the secret glorified city is there. Trump is gonna help in making this change. Regardless, I don't want to go there. You know what? I shouldn't mention the name Trump. The pimp. Who's not pimp right now? Fuck off. They just. Let's continue. دقيقة. ايش؟ لا لا دقيقة ما لها علاقة. سكر انت الموضوع دي ارجوك. لحظة بعدين هنتناقش. ايزي hey. Is he talking about something? No! I'm just talking. No, come on, man. Hey! Come on. What? No. Just this is acting videos. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. I don't want to see these things. Go to the light. This is better. I'm not really obvious there. Like that. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm enjoying my time. Fuck off. طيب دقيقة. I need to say something. 1 second, please. Do you know that the resource said that someone was watching a video? He said about this major friend, they made a big mistake choosing you, Tarek. They would choose someone else for the mission. They choose you. They always choose those who are good for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about anything. I'm just joking. There's a fucker who come right now, and I don't like people who mess around with me, but he have his dog. That's the point. Yes. الله يلعن هالوجه يا قحبة يا شرموطة يا معفنة يا غانية. تجيني هنا مكان طعن وبلاوي صايرة. استغفر الله. لا استغفر الله. You should want that. I don't like it. It's 11 or 12. Okay, it's safe. You come here and you take your walk. God help, don't sit here. Continue with your dog. Come on. Don't worry, they won't harm anyone. Unless if you want to harm me, there will be consequences even thereafter. And of course, I'm just... Come on, go your way. In the shadow. I'm in the shadow. Where is my weapon, magical weapon?
I'm a baby, you also talk my radio phone. Yes.
Really? Where are they?
You can't see them because you're in microphones.
Ta-da! You know what? I might... لا استغفر الله, I don't mean it. أنا قلت قحبة bitch كذا. No, I don't mean it. Maybe I need to have a talk with her. God, why do I say bad things to ladies? Thank you. They always have something to offer. She's محترمة لطيفة تمشي في أي وقت يا بطلة يا حلوة. Anytime. Normally after a week I need this, but you know what? Good. Now I'm a little bit calm because we all have needs. Let's continue. She didn't say what I said about her. She went back home. Even my smell is question. My smell is now better. Why do I say this? I always reject wonderful women sometimes. Wrong. No. But that's sure, tonight is fine. I gave her an advice at the end. She said she wouldn't come. Let's continue. Mutual acceptance. Now let's continue. So, the point I'm trying to say, Mohammed bin Zayed, okay, if I was living a normal life, I wouldn't need this. For God's sake. Nice dog though, but the dog was just watching and enjoying what she's watching. Let's continue. Very generous as well. The point I'm trying to say is, so Mohammed bin Zayed honestly worked in blackmailing the Saudi regime. Okay? The Emirati government. The Emirati government was blackmailed by Saudi Arabia or bullied when it's come to borders. This is the point. They work like, astaghfirullah, so-called gods. And we are like slaves, especially with decade after decade. Okay, if this process is working while our focus with me, don't focus about the lady and focus with me. Hey, listen to me. Focus, they're not your business. Nothing. Mutual acceptance. Focus with me. You need to see my face. Focus with the point I'm saying. God. Do I need to show my... خلاص دقيقة. It's almost like I'm acting here right now. I have a program or something. Look at my face. Focus in the point. I have no... I'm not a director to cut the piece. She's fine. She enjoyed the time. She will forget it. I mean, I mean, nothing. You know what? Just focus on the point. People are happy, they're happy. Yeah. Desperate, I would be, she's not desperate, that's for sure. Last week, I think, sorry. But anyway, her. But anyway, just... What? Go fuck off. Go. No, I don't like it. So the point I'm trying to say. So through this process, if we are granted our rights and respect, I would be more than happy. No. Through this process, more persecution with time, and everyone is putting his nose. And as I said, those who have interest concerning our area, our territory, that is not legitimate, that is suitable for them, but on our account, for their favor, against us, they will find a good opportunities to involve themselves with these Gulf states, starting with Gog Magog, who are behind a lot of shit, and then the accomplices will take advice to create the horrible damage that we're dealing with. I don't need to say it again. أنا قلت هذا ما أبغاه اقبل عني. لا حد يقلدني. لا حد يقلد. Don't do it. Be careful. أنا أقولها أمام الله. أنا عندي مشاكل نفسية. أنا مجنون. بي مشاكل مو مجنون جن وهذا. عندي مشاكل نفسية خلاص أنا ما قلت سويت حاجة. هذا وش يبغون ذا. طيب دقيقة. خلونا نرجع لذي النقطة المهمة جدا دقيقة. I'm just trying to scare you from me. So Mohammed bin Salman was pushed to Mohammed bin Zayed. Literally, this is what happened in 2016-17, and this was prepared. King Abdullah used to say, ما طول ما أنا عايش هذا الشيء ما بيصير. As long as I'm alive, this thing is not gonna happen. طول ما أنا حي. Abdullah كان عبد العزيز يقول الأمر هذا لا. Abdullah used to say, as long as I'm alive, because there is some sort of يعني Solomon is different. طول ما أنا حي no. And there is a pressure. Zernich. Chiefs. Abdullah Baris. But let's not talk about this. Remember who my... No خلاص طيب لا هذا بقوله. فأنا بقوله ignore the last minute which I'm saying. Ignore it. ليش تسوي كذا؟ طيب ماشي مشكلة. Ignore خلاص that's it. Ignore the last 1 minute or 2 minutes. So fuck off. So Mohammed bin Zayed was pushed himself to be the ruling figure in Gulf states through his relationship with this network of institute public relation companies, America, and he was paying. It's always of money. It's the people money. Media, politically, everything. He's a consumer. You're a consumer. Do something. Okay. هذا دعوة المظلوم موضوع آخر. لحظة لا تفتح الموضوع. دقيقة. The call of unjust. 1 second. I'm explaining about something right now. I mean, you didn't. والله مشكلة. Enjoying my time, and that's all. I'm not gonna be sad or angry. I'm gonna be happy uploading videos. Thank you, my wonderful young lady. Lady, your way. Thank you. I give blessings. That's all. Please, if you're listening to me, don't feel horny. I know everyone is. So Mohammed bin Zayed was pushed to be this huge figure of changing Gulf states that he managed to create. His father, he carried on after his father created this prostitution emirates with all those working with him. Mohammed bin Salman, there is real others calling it Wahhabis, Najdis, big Bedouin, because they have a problem with the identity of the Ishmaelians. Have nothing to do with the faith. They use the religion, they use their external identity, which is imposed on us. Let's continue. Let's jump. I said. Yes, I have issues. Tariq is saying, yes, I have issues. Very issues, that's all. Imagine if I didn't face issues. Imagine if I was talking since I'm 25, 20. Oh my God. I would speak like this. Let me speak about the point I'm trying to speak about, but like if I did not deal with a lot of rubbish in my life. Bismillah. Let's start. So the way Saudi Arabia is interacting with the United Arab Emirates was unfortunately unacceptable way. Because Saudi Arabia, the Saudi regime, do not show any respect, unfortunately again, to the Ishmaelian people or to the history of the native people in the Saudi population. They don't. Something like this, I would speak like this, but now sorry. So the point I'm trying to say and explaining, what I'm trying to explain, that he was pushed to be this figure, and he was used by the West, by Gog Magog, to be a blackmailing tool against Saudi Arabia. And there was a lot of accomplices, even Iran, Syria, but honestly, all of them. Syria, look at the relationship, the hidden things between Syria and Emirates. Egypt, even Egypt, can you believe this? Others, things. Malaysia, other things, that Emirates is an open, free country, like Saudi Arabia is a caveman country. On the other hand, there was external hands interfering in Saudi Arabia and pushing Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to be, of course, there will be like Democrat and Republican. They both support the so-called Israeli state. They're both behind empowering the so-called Shiite. Obama, Bush Jr. in Iraq, and they have different ways in trying to bring this change. I'm not focusing on America. The West, with due my great respect, the Human Rights Watch, with due my great respect, the Human Rights Watch, I said it twice. Even India, the so-called Hindus, there will be some views where the Crown Prince go and visit. He managed to change Saudi Arabia from a very old country to a developed country. Women right now freedom, and there will be also land to urban, even Hindu temple there, and the Saudi Arabia like Emirate. You understand me? So-called Hindu, or the persecution of Muslims. So the Saudi regime, after this is not an excuse. Not an excuse. I mean, it's horrible, but it would be less horrible if I'm not on a position with all what happened to me. Less horrible. But it would be still horrible, because this is not the way we should. Horrible, but the blame will be divided in a different way. Not a big, huge change, but in a different way. But no, it's horrible in our account, to the favor of our enemy. Like if it's the state, there is no state. Except a royal family, intruders, and the people of the country are fucked. Don't argue with me. Yahi, okay, we are not animals, we're human at the end. Please, you fuck off, yeah, man. This is terrible, wallah al-azim, terrible. I don't. See, I become a. This is the point. This is the point. I need to calm down. So Mohammed bin Salman. I don't need to argue on this point because honestly, it's very provocative to me, especially what happened to me before and after the modeling and things like that. Concerning, really, it's very provocative. So the case is. The case is the change is taking place. Now Mohammed bin Salman start to be recognized with the Saudi regime. Look at, for example, Faisal, Khalid al-Faisal. He is one of member of the royal family. He's considered important. He used to say the Saudi is Emirati and Emirati are Saudis. They are sending a message saying no, Emirates is not above Saudi Arabia. We're all the same, Saudis and Emirates. It's almost like a jealous treatment to the blackmailing process against Saudi regime. That's why Bandar bin Sultan, all of this, they pushed Mohammed bin Salman because there is a hidden pressure. Okay, I don't need to talk about this a lot. Okay, that's it. So Mohammed bin Salman is there, Saud House Diriyah agent with the other agent. Mohammed bin Zayed used to look or want to. Now I'm dealing with King Abdullah, except he's young. The future king of Saudi Arabia is a young man. I'm scared. No, I don't mean anything by it. Really, I don't mean anything by it, okay? Just enjoy watching the video. Yeah, bring your fisher. What is the fisher? It's almost like a cinema. This is a cinema, movie, horror, comedy, everything. And watch it. You're working for the police? Yes, it's time, exactly. خذ الفشار. No, drink, no. Alcohol will make you go far. I would enjoy it even better with alcohol, by the way. No, astaghfirullah, it's haram, no. No, it's not professional. Halal haram again. It's very important, but it's not. Hey, fishar, the corn, popcorn. You're watching cinema with juice. Just watch it. Yes, enjoy listening to it. Okay, دقيقة. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Enjoy. You see, I'm making you enjoying it. So Khalid al-Faisal, a prince, who is involved in creating unjust acts as well, regarding, like all of them. Others are foul. Regardless, what did he do? He always say Saudi is Emirates Saudi. The previous intelligent and Saudi intelligence supreme minister or head with Mohammed bin Salman, working with this Bandar bin Sultan, the previous ambassador in United States of America. His daughter is there in the United States of America. Saudi Arabia is changing. Saudi Arabia, the whole world is helping, working. It depends the stocks, the percentage of the involvement, starting from the West. Saudi Arabia is changing, and will be people who are against the change. There will be people who just don't want to give women their basic rights. They just don't want to treat people as equal and deal with people who are by inertia like if they are slaves. Let's continue. The point is, Mohammed bin Zayed, the government of Emirates, in 2009, it's 2020, it's obvious. When there was a clash between Mohammed bin Zayed and Mohammed bin Salman, what happened before? Mohammed bin Zayed حط آماله, he put his hope, he had expectation that Mohammed bin Salman would be like a puppet, like a small dog. I helped you with all of this relations, حلقات العلاقات العامة, but literally they don't work with Mohammed bin Zayed. They're lying. There is some hidden thing. Why I'm saying this? Because at the end they said, fuck you, Mohammed bin Salman did everything. Stop blackmailing. We are not going to use you to blackmail Mohammed bin Salman. Just fuck off. They didn't say this, but they lost their huge interest in using Mohammed bin Zayed as a tool to blackmail Saudi Arabia. And Mohammed bin Salman immediately, I want a relationship with the so-called Israeli state. Women to drive, minorities rights, whatever. I'll give the Shiite in Iraq money. I don't give a fuck about Islam. I'll take the score and put them in jail. And of course, against the interest of the Ismailian natives, sheikh leaders, a lot of things. Putting them in jail. I'm going to put them, execute, kill, whatever. Now, regardless, there are some who would deserve execution. But there are others who know. Either you created them or they shouldn't be executed. And there will be people who shouldn't be in jail, and others who should be executed in jail. And this is another part. Why you're saying execution? Execution? Why execution? Why? Why do I say this? Do you need me to explain? You ruined people's life. You shouldn't rule it. You shouldn't bully them. You shouldn't lie. You shouldn't... No, I'm not going to start this. This is... Hey, ignore the last minute. Ignore the last minute. The last point about... So it's against the ISMAELIAN and everything. Okay? And then Mohammed bin Zayed immediately... I want the embassy of the so-called Israel. Come on, I'm your dog. I'm a good dog. Why are you leaving me? I want Mohammed bin Salman to be my boy. So he starts himself. Not bullying. I'm a big boss here and you need to show me respect as your boss, Mohammed bin Salman. Mohammed bin Salman is saying, no, I think we crossed this level or this bar. تعدينا ذي المرحلة. This stage is finished. Now we are... I have depend on what you think that it's an international public institutes, حلقات علاقات عامة, network of media and whatever, علاقات عامة, international publicity supporting your name, and I was supported by these companies through you because you are the one. Well, they know, there is people who know the games, and now I did everything. The blackmailing is finished. We are equal. Don't fuck off. Mess around. We have big Saudi Arabia, oil, Mecca, Medina, and it's liberal more than Emirates itself. We're gonna fight Islam more than you. That's it. What did Mohammed bin Zayed? No. He didn't like it. And there was an issue with the oil and things like that. What did Mohammed bin Salman say? I need my ambassador out. And Mohammed bin Zayed became a weak bitch. And the so-called Israelis looked at him and said, and the so-called, fuck off, we need Saudi Arabia more than you. You're just a shit. Please, I upload it in Arabic. I don't know if this one in English would be appropriate. I mean, appropriate translation. It's appropriate. Nothing against the community YouTube guideline. Now, there is an ISMAELIAN, an emirate. It is the same with all Gulf states. Who are saying, yes al-Nahyan, rulers of Abu Dhabi. Or yes al-Maktoum, or people, I'm not saying all, okay, or on Oman, yes al-Said, the rulers of Sultanate Oman, yes Sultanate Oman rulers, al-Said, they are not from the Venezuela, and they hate our faith and they hate our culture. I'm not saying all the non-Ismaili. There is no democracy, you can't speak, you can't say anything, literally. That's why they massacre around in the West, do not... The refugees, just keep your mouth, refugees. Yeah. لا ماني داخل. Because I know. يعني different sort of interaction here and there. It's not big, not huge, but there is some sort of reaction to what I'm saying. It is small, big, whatever. But small, nothing. Regardless. So. The point I'm trying to say, what do they say when someone like me speak? لحظة أسأل الله أن يرأف بي. I need to explain this. My name is Tariq Sir Al-Mohammed of G. Of G is considered a descendant of leaders of the tribe. Now, since the Saudi regime was established, you can't count on these people who are considered sheikhs, with due my great respect, for many reasons. What he's saying that it's the identity of the Ishmaelians. There must be rules, concepts. We need to look into the culture, the history. Okay, the agents, the Gulf state government, seduce, make you poverty, stop your promotion, fuck with you. Not me, the troublemaker. They are the troublemaker. And they use their tools, they use their dirty excuse. This guy is a terrible guy. He don't want that. He don't want development. He's a Saudi. He's a Saudi citizen. Saudi. Okay, why I'm Saudi? This is the Saudi house. No, it's not Saudi house only. Saudi house in Riyadh, there is people who are not Ishmaelian. There is people not Ishmaelian, have nothing to do with our nation in Hijaz. The so-called Shia, definitely opposition or with even opposition. They look in Kuwait with Al-Sabah. What this fucker want? Good job, those who are with the Gulf States royal family. Good job, they are not Ishmael. Good job, Saudi house. Treat this Bedouin with some respect. Okay, but these Bedouin ancestors, unfortunately, they lost their authority. Yes, the Turk, the Ottomanic, I understand. All Gulf States, with the English, regardless, with the colonizing power, they took authority. Okay, they lost the authority, these Ishmaelians. Show them some respect. No, they must be enslaved. This is the century of the devil. This gives me all right to say whatever I want to say. And I have no wrong. No one can say that at Judgment Day I'm considered wrong. Okay. I don't care if there is no Ishmaelian saying what you're saying or not. I don't give a fuck. Allah. I didn't say it. Give me 1 second. He's coming. Our identity, our tribes, our whatever, we are exhausted. And I'm exhausted, even when you go to look at my life. Poverty, social problem, how the youth look into our identity. I am from Al-Fajr now, immediately. I have explained this in Arabic, I don't want to say a lot. Look, seduce his family member. Take advantage of the horrible things happen to his family. Do the things that will harm his honor. Humiliate him. I don't question this. Poverty, more poverty. You're just a slave. You're like others. Okay, I want to be like others, but with respect. No, even here, ya akhi, when I come as a sound seeker. But regardless, it's another story about the... This is another point. Another point. It's not about England, the West, and others are like compulsors and taker. Do this. Harm him. Harm this person. Why? Why you want to harm the truth? Harm. He's a Saudi. No, I'm not a Saudi. I am exactly like Al-Nahyan. I'm exactly like Al-Thani. Imagine Al-Thani was ruled by Saud House. And one of Al-Thani, like Sheikh Tamim, he's the president and the ruler of Qatar. He would be in my position now. Literally, if he did, regardless of the process of who would be the sheikh or whatever descended from this grandfather sheikh, he would be here. Imagine Prince Sheikh Tamim here, like in this position, Tamim or in Sabah or Al Sabah or whatever, or even Oman, like this, and explaining about Saud House, for example, Saud or other house. We're facing problems, and someone in Emirate, in what's called Emirate, Al-Nahyan himself, the royal families, or someone who have no roots, is looking to Sheikh Tamim. Even in Qatar itself, like me, if you go to the area where we settled before the Saudi Arabia was established. This is a long topic because we used to adjust and wondering, but basically my ancestors are settled. But regardless, the Ishmaelian, there was no borders. It's like the way it is between Gulf states. It was Iraq, Sham, Arabian Peninsula, Yemen, and Ishmaelian territories, which is there. That's it. And then the minorities, non-Ishmaelian, regardless. Imagine Tamim, the prince of Qatar, is here. As an example, I'm not talking about him. You can bring anyone from other Gulf states. others in Oman, in Emirates. Mohammed bin Zayed himself, the fucker, or Al-Maktoum, his son, the first son, he's sitting here in this position, and he's saying, imagine Qatar, and he's saying what I'm saying, and people in Qatar, in what's called Qatar, not ISMAELIAN, who are right now saying, yes, Tamim, yes, Tamim, yes, Tamim, and at the same time, fuck you, Tariq. Or people, or other example, from his own place where his ancestor used to rule. It is the same. No, we need to explain this. They need to understand it, because even if they are not going to do anything, even they need to understand the point I'm trying to explain. That's all. It is it. End of the story. Understand the point I'm saying. Even if they're saying, yeah, shh, keep your mouth shut. That's it. Keep your mouth shut. Yeah, we just talk everything. This is the decades. We are like gods. Fuck it. We have no principle whatsoever. Fine, but just I need the youth, the new generation, and the non-ISMAELIAN, the fuckers and the demon, to understand this point. That's it, and live with it. Like a so-called Christian, knowing he's a so-called Christian, and live with it. You want to assault Muhammad, Islam, the faith? Good. I need you to know that you're fucked. That's it. Oh, I'm a so-called Israeli. We are here occupying Holy Land. Okay, I need you to understand this point. Keep on working for the devil. Yeah, we are not Israeli, but we are, okay, Judea is corrupted. We stay here, Holy Land. Yeah, that's why I'm sent. Ali is with you. Okay, this is a different faith, nothing to do with Muhammad. Yes, good job. That's all what I need. And you got nothing to do with the Ishmael. Yes, the mullah, nothing. Okay, good. That's continue living on it. This is what I want. This is what لغات وهذا. How do I need translation? So many languages, everyone is, my goodness. دقيقة واحدة. Thousands of German. I don't know. Let's continue. Do you get the point? It is the same right now. If you go to places like Tabuk, Al-Ula, whatever, you will find non-ISMAELIAN. You will find North Yemenis who will say, fuck this Bedouin, fuck Al. They will say it. They can't maybe. Fuck Al-Fajir. Fuck even if he's a sheikh. Some would say, no, he's not descended from a sheikh. He's from Syria. Yeah, a lot, ya akhi. Wallahi, unbelievable. It is a persecution that you cannot imagine. Oh, he's an ISMAELIAN. We need him to work with us against Tariq. Yeah, ISMAELIAN are fine. They are enjoying being raped and enslaved. He's an ISMAELIAN that with Tariq, he's a fucking racist. Really? What about you? No. Not what about you. You are the racist, not him. Be a slave. You're accepted. And Gulf says to Saudi Arabia. What did Mohammed bin Salman say? He said, I will make Saudi Arabia 50% foreigners. Like Emirate, where the Emirati cannot work, even the police is from outside. It's a dirty occupation. A lot of foreigners are giving nationality. Is it a process like the process here in the West? No. He just, with a telephone, we want this to have identity. We want those without identity. That's it. Is there in planet Earth? I think I talked a lot. Okay, what time? How many times? An hour. خلاص. That's it. I feel I talked a lot. I have a lot of things to explain about. But I will stop here right now. To show you, you don't question. Wallahi, I have a lot to say. But it's a very enjoyable, happy video. In case if you're interested. Not interested, don't delete it. Others will be interested. ما له علاقة. الله أقوى والله أعظم وهي العالمين. سكر. It's my right to upload what I want to upload. It's me, Tariq, who were born in 1982, the day 6, the month 6, 6 M, the rotted hay. It's me who lived what I lived. It's me who had parents who were divorced. Let's not talk about the circumstances. It's me who have a brother without a penis. Let's not talk about the circumstances. It's me who have a sister who was screamed at, bitch and slave. Let's not talk about what's happening in circumstances. It's me who had a sister working as model in UAE, and God knows what's happened. No, with her or the other sister or my brother Marwan or with the mother. I'm not going to mention the details, how the divorce happened and others to do with my property. It's me who were humiliated. So I have an issue with everyone. A to Z. 11 September, the inside job, before it and after it. War in Iraq, 2003, before it and after it. Helping in establishing the so-called Iran government, occupying Kurdistan, Sheikh Hassan, before it and after it. Establishing the so-called Israeli state, before it and after it. Announcing the secret glorified city as the capital of the so-called Israeli state, before it and after it. Sykes-Picot, before it and after it. The fall of the Ottoman Khilafah, before it and after it. Independence of the so-called Indian states, support to the so-called Hindus, before it and after it. Helping Chinese communist and capitalist nuclear and things, taking his Turkestan, before it and after it. A lot. And at the end, we need to explain about this certain particular point, about an example between the relationship between a so-called state called United Arab Emirates and a so-called state called Saudi Arabia, and how this is affecting the ISMAELIAN people's life, and how it's bringing, unfortunately, damage to their life, and how it's ripping their rights, decade after decade, and bringing humiliation to them in a way that a brain of a human being wouldn't be capable to deal with if he saw how huge it is. Your host, you know my name, don't you?